Mawe inono.
Igono.
Yeah. I said, let me.
I already know.
I said, let me come on. Mangiavina.
Abongo teta.
Ange
Oi.
Zambia.
Abila.
Awo. My OGC PS, I thank you people very much. You people have been great anchors. Even in dark times when everybody's like, let's take a break. I mean, you people have always been there. And I want Amazonians to join their hands and clap for our coordinator for MEZAM for the wonderful job that she's been doing. I promise that Amber will reach transition this year. I am becoming more certain that we will reach transition this year. I'm working extremely very hard to bring back respectability to our diplomacy, and I think we are making some huge progress. We are working also very hard to ensure that there is command and control on the ground, there is coordination in action, level of collaboration in terms of intelligence sharing and operation in Amazonia within our forces. And I think we are making some huge gains. I also want to send a very strong warning to scavengers who think they can exploit the coming together of our forces. For the first time, I hear governments asking for the military to do a coup d'etat. The leadership of our struggle is out here. It is not in our military. It's a political liberation, and the leadership is out here. And at this moment, I am providing that leadership to the Amazonian people. All those who thought they could hijack our struggle and assign themselves titles which are not supposed to be to them cannot today ask our forces to take over. No leader should be asking a military coup d'etat in a liberation struggle. That's a sign of desperation. But I want to assure our people that we will bring everyone together. I have said, and I would explain that tomorrow in a very deep way, that we have provided the vanguard role of our struggle to make sure that it is not derailed, it is not hijacked, and it is not usurped. Liberation struggles are easy to be hijacked. They are easily manipulated because it's a tough road to walk through. So we have provided an effective vanguard role to ensure that what we do must meet up with the aspirations of our people. And we will continue to provide that leadership and that direction that can lead our people to freedom. But we promise that we will win together. And so we are working extremely very hard to ensure that we can rally our people this year, latest in March, April, to make sure that we can ride the last journey as a people, for us to make sure that post-independence stability is guaranteed. At this particular moment, as I wrote in my public statement, we cannot count on negotiation as a tool to lead us to freedom. I will not explain more. We cannot and should not count on negotiation to lead us to freedom. We have gained international respectability as stakeholders and as a people and in our leadership. But as I explained in my last letter, the international community is weak, disjointed, and afraid to take the bold steps that will send Cameroon a powerful message that it is end time. And so it is left to us to defeat Cameroon outrightly or to weaken them to the state where the only option left will be for them to come to the table. And I think the actions that our forces are taking on the ground is making that end game a reality. We should commit more, Amazonians. I say this because liberation struggles are expensive. Our commitment is below expectation. is below expectation. You cannot liberate a land with this level of commitment. We talk more and do less. We talk more and do less. I want you to take a pen and paper, put it in front of you, and ask yourself whether in 2021 you committed enough to buy an AK-47. If it doesn't meet up, and then it doesn't sit well, it is not offering what you have to spare that frees the people. It is offering all what you have to gain your freedom. It is not committing your blood in times of desperation. Being able to carry a rifle, knowing that you may die for freedom. That's how we define commitment. I can assure you people, 100%, we will do the counting. We will not enter Boya. That's why we have put the survival levy. Any cultural group, and let them listen carefully, any cultural group, any alma mater, any social group that has received our letter has to pay a survival levy of $1,000. If you don't, none of your members will enter the territory. We will arrest you and you will pay triple. It is by force. We are no longer begging. Any company that will not pay the liberation tax, you should count yourself out of Amazonia. We cannot have thousands of our people in the diaspora. They are unable to commit on a monthly basis. They are engaged in what I perceive to be shallow political activism. They have been corrupted. This is a call to duty. I also talk to members of the Amazonian Governing Council, my cabinet members, defense advisories, policies. You don't attend a fundraiser, we will throw you out of the offices. We must lead by example. If you are in your mission, it is door to door, salon to salon, to mobilize not only our people, but friends of freedom to support us. If you think you simply hold a position and sit back with emotional distress because you have differences with any person, why forces die on the ground because they lack bullet, know that you don't have a space. This thing is a commitment for the freedom of 8 million Amazonians. It's laying a legacy that the next generation will be able to look back and know that you walk the walk and talk the talk. I want to thank our South African compatriots. The leadership in South Africa, I salute your bravery. I salute you all from the depth of my heart on behalf of the Amazonian Governing Council and the Amazonian people. I have been there with you from Cape Town to Johannesburg, how you walk from salon to salon, mechanic shop to mechanic shop, football field to mobilize our people to ensure that they can commit to our freedom. I see how the leaders in South Africa lead by example. They mobilize resources for emergencies to make sure that we have bullets, to make sure that soldiers are equipped. I really want to thank you and to assure you that Amazonia will not forget the enormous sacrifices that you people made for their freedom. And that freedom is no longer in doubt. Never, ever doubt it. This is a turning point year. And I encourage you to continue to mobilize. To our women, our ladies who are taking care of the widows, the orphans. When soldiers fight, they die. They leave behind wives, girlfriends, children, mothers, fathers. The devotion to your country must be reflected on how you think about your fathers and mothers and children when they are no longer there. It is not measured on how you call them my boys, our boys when they are alive. It is tested when they are killed. What you do afterwards, how you look after the orphans. And I think I'm so happy with what I'm seeing, that we are committed to the orphans, we are committed to the widows, we are committed to the parents. And I know they are praying for all of us to make sure we succeed so that the death of their kids must not have been in vain. In the coming weeks, we must do everything humanly possible to sustain Bui, to strengthen the Amazonian Defense Forces in Bui. In the past weeks, we have been strengthening FACO. We have been strengthening the different brigades in Mezam. We want to make sure that if we need to clear the suburbs, we need to strengthen Momo, because that's the intersection between Lebialem and Manyo, and even Mezam. As I said, for us to achieve this milestone, we need to mobilize about 400 million amber. We will do that through our monthly devotion, through the liberation tax, through the survival levy, and through your generous contributions. We are working on ensuring that we expand the institutions that we are building. We will be launching a mobile health clinic that will have a nurse, a laboratory technician, that will set up mobile health centers for 2 days in particular villages. They will conduct tests for malaria, typhoid, and other diseases, and inform villagers what they may be sick of, and help in making prescription for them to buy. In due time, as we strengthen control within those areas, we'll set up pharmacies that we can market drugs at reduced rates to our people. A healthy people gives a healthy economy. A productive economy is important for the generation of wealth and for greater happiness and greater reinvestment in communities. We will expand our community school, because education is the foundation of any development in any society. And we will make sure that we begin to institutionalize our successes, so our people shift from depending on the institutions of Cameroon to depending on our own institutions. So we begin inculcating in our people the kinds of value system that we want them to maintain in a free homeland. It's an enormous task to liberate, begin to institutionalize ideas that will lay the foundation for the kind of state and will project to the world that we are ready to take over. And at the appropriate time, we will be able to announce to the Amazonian people that we are entering transition. Tomorrow, I'll talk more about the palaver that is happening in the IG. I will give details about what I know. And I said, the Amazonian Governing Council and its leadership does not exploit the demise of people. We see weaknesses as an opportunity to rally. We are not scavengers. We believe that when people have trouble, we hope that they can rally together, fix their issues, and use that opportunity as a lesson to make sure we can build bridges amongst us and to march together forward. We will hold everyone accountable at the appropriate time, because many thousands of our people have died, thousands are languishing in jail, and we know that a lot of people have committed acts that are inconsistent with the spirit of any liberation struggle. I thank the Amazonian Governing Council for its leadership. I thank you all for your commitment to the freedom of Amazonia. And I want to let you know, I don't know if you ever learned of the Monroe Doctrine. You should be rest assured what we are going to establish in the continent of Africa is going to be an example of a state that is truly politically independent, economically independent, and will craft a political system that is a reflection of our own reality. We are not going to have a system that can be overthrown the next day. What we are fighting for, the liberation phase, is just the first step. That's the easy part. Building the kind of independent state that is required for a 21st century Amazonia is an endeavor, which I think this generation is well equipped to do. The Amazonian Governing Council has faced a lot of challenges. We continue to face challenges. But because of the quality of men and women, their dedication, we surmount each roadblock. We overcome trials. And because of our belief in the Amazonian dream, that's why we are here. 5 years into this war, 60 years after our land was taken over by murderers. As I said, and we declared in Dublin, all forces, if you eliminate a La République soldier, you must carry the body, bury the body in a secure location. We will exchange that body for the bodies of our generals. You cannot carry the body, get the head back to base. Do that humanly, away from video. We will exchange that. And I can assure you 100%, we will invade Muda when we have the means. And we will take it, wholly control it, until this bastard and beast, rapist of our people, know that they have dealt with the wrong generation. We will pursue them to the gates of hell. If we have the power, all of those who are hiding here in the diaspora and enabling colonialism and genocide, we will get you back into Amazonia to make sure you face trial for the pain you have caused on our people and this generation. Rest assured of my leadership. I will not blink for 1 second. There will be no compromise. I have told the world, know that you can take me to any jail, you can take me to any court. The day I came through the birth canal, I was a slave in the land of my birth. I have been a slave all through my existence with the millions of our people. We don't fear you. We fear no death. We fear no jail. And we will fight anyone, big or small, who attempts anymore to deprive the Amazonian people of our right to be free, to exist, and to establish for ourselves, our children, their dead, and our heroes, a country they should be proud of. And you can be very sure it will happen. Cameroon knows it. The world knows it. God bless you all.